Greetings, loyal viewers. Okay, so this will be quick because I just really wanted to do this since it's still fresh in my mind, but as you could probably guess from the title of the video, I finally saw the first season of Glitch and wow, was it good. I don't think I've ever seen a show that had such a clear love and respect for video games in particular like this show does. This show really does feel like the massive love letter that I think even the most casual of gamers were waiting for the longest time. And I can assure you that it definitely won't disappoint. Now, I'm in this video going to go ahead and talk about a lot of the things I did like, maybe a few of the things that I really didn't like that much, and tally it all up in the end of whether or not I would truly recommend this show to anyone out there. So, with that said, let's go ahead and talk about the basic plot first. The show mainly centers on two teens, Hector, or High Five, and Miko, or Miko, God I love those usernames, as they compete in a massive gaming tournament. You see, in this world, whenever a game glitches, creatures, characters, heck, even entire games come to life to cause havoc. After such an incident happens sometime after the tournament and proving that they have what it takes to subdue them, they end up secretly working at a game store as a front for their actual job, and that is battling video game monsters that have found their way into the real world like I mentioned earlier. The name of this secret company? Glitch. There's a lot beyond that though to talk about, mainly the visuals. I mean, just look at it. The bright colors, the lovely backgrounds, the great character designs, and above all else, the animation. My god, the animation in this show, especially for the action, is so good and fluid. Speaking of characters, the main characters themselves are a lot of fun and are at times very relatable to gamers. And again, I won't give away too much without going too much into spoilers, but let's just say they definitely do get themselves into situations that gamers, I feel, will either really love or really hate. And I mean that in a good way. Beyond that, though, they do have distinct personalities. High Five, for instance, is a bit neurotic, but is incredibly smart and patient, whereas Miko is bubbly and fun, loving, but is also impatient and occasionally rushes in without thinking at times. In fact, that's what I think I love the most about their camaraderie, is that they may be very different, especially in how they handle certain situations, but they prove quite often that they can work together beautifully to handle it, as well as having some very fun banter between each other here and there that also feels surprisingly very natural. As for the other characters, we have the dry, cynical boss, who admittedly does get a bit of a chuckle out of me once in a while. There's also Mitch, the pompous top member at Glitch, who I just absolutely love hating. And the other members who are not bad by any means, but they just feel kind of like they're just there in all honesty. I have a feeling that they can be more properly fleshed out a bit more as the series progresses, but in the meantime, I don't really have any personal problems with them. I just wish that there could have been more done with them. Finally, let's go over the video game references. Again, I don't want to give too much away without going into spoilers, but easily my favorite is basically an entire episode where our main characters are wandering inside a home that, due to a glitch, now houses the entirety of Castlestein, an obvious parody of Castlevania, complete with some pretty brutal jabs at the quirks of Symphony of the Night in particular, like the cheesy dialogue, for instance. Plus, Miko gets this pet bird of hers that's clearly an homage to the Chocobos from Final Fantasy, and oh my god, I just really want one so badly right now. All in all, I honestly don't really know what else to really say about it. This is a cartoon that, for the most part, is unlike anything I have seen in quite a while. It's diverse with its video game homages, its main characters are incredibly likable, and above all else, it is just an incredibly fun and enjoyable show from Netflix. If you don't have a Netflix account now, I would definitely recommend it just for this show alone. All in all though, if I were to rate this show, I would definitely give it like, I don't know, a 8.5 out of 10 or something like that for a lot of the praises that I've been showering upon it for the past several minutes, mixed in with the few flaws that are noticeable, but they're nothing that would even come close to ruining the whole thing for me. All I'm saying is that I really do hope this show gets renewed for another season, because this just seems like one of those kind of shows that has so much golden potential to it that I really would hate to be wasted. And until then, I'm King Gargantuous, and take care.